Hello, hello. Jenny Bowling here with Pivotal Real Estate Investments. And I am meeting here with Wayne Ung, who has been investing in hotels and prior to that, flipping houses and doing other investing type work for over 10 years now. I want to give you a chance to augment. Go ahead and tell us more about yourself, Wayne.
Yeah, it's just like, I like these hotels. It's like there's no limit on the pricing, and we don't have the laws of apartments in evicting. So that's why I like these here. But now it seems like since the hurricanes, we're going to be going into housing people in natural disasters. That's what's really good about these. We can go up on the rates really quick. That's what I really like about this now.
So, when you're housing people, natural disasters, that's not through FEMA or one of the organizations. It's just gravitating towards the natural disasters and trying to make sure that housing is made available. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes. Well, what we're saying is like natural disasters are taking down apartments, homes, and other hotels. So if we're surviving, we can actually go up on the rates. So I'm not trying to make it really good that there's a natural disaster, but it's really good for us. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. Well, so tell us about your first hotel.
my first hotel was in Columbus, Ohio. It's 135 old Fairmont hotel, and then first 8 years of it was. Then it got into some no name, and then let's see, the lady gets it in 2008. They say they want it's 135 rooms, and they want $4 million for it, and she says no way. So fast forward 2012, she gives them, the bank calls her up and says, "Hey, do you want it for $600,000 now?" He goes, "Yes, I do." So she goes get the loan for 400,000. So she's in for $1 million. Chops down a bunch of trees. 1 year later, she gets cancer, and they say, "Wayne, I heard you have some money, so let's go into this one here." So 135 rooms, 7 different colors, 10 different leaks, and I said, "Oh, that's beautiful." Put $250,000 down, and a year and a half of headaches with the city and everything. And then we get the numbers up to $1 million or something like that. I hand it off to my partners and I say, "Give me my money." We even it out, and I get out of there. That's where I got all my experience, lost all my hair and all my headaches and everything through there. So that's where I learned my tricks and the stuff, and what I learned from contractors that, we got, I think it was eventually he got 35 rooms, but he started with 10. We were charging him somewhere around 199 or 259 a week. And that guy, his crew would be out by 9, back in by 5 o'clock, drink their beer, be asleep by 6 o'clock, and do it again. And every day is like that. So, those guys would be really good. It's like in the winter when there was no daily traffic that would come through there, it would heat us over there. I mean, it was -40 outside.
Ooh.
And so it kept us really warm. And then the pipes would be like, wow, that's really nice. So instead of losing money, we have something to keep us warm in there. So that was really nice about it.
And when you said leaks, you're talking roof leaks that there was, right?
Yeah, well, we had to get a new roof on there. And so we had to put a whole new roof on there. And that's like, wow, that's an expensive roof.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it can be. So what kinds of issues were you having with the city?
Basically, they are just educating them. They don't understand about how structures are, how hotels make money. But basically, isn't that what every city official doesn't understand? Even apartments, how do they make money? It's like by letting us do what we do. And so,
Okay. Well, so then after that, what was your next hotel?
I was in Tucson, Arizona. So that one was about 100 rooms. And so They had a gem show that basically it's from the end of January to February for about, I think, 6 weeks. There's a gem show there, and so there'll be no more rooms. Every room is booked. Every Airbnb is booked. Every tent space is booked. So you'd have to go to either El Paso or Phoenix for rooms. And so they would stay there. They would book it for the whole time. So you would see $3,000 to $6,000 paid up front per room. And the
Wow.
cash flow, yeah, the cash flow would be like, it would be like $200,000 just for that, from that period. And we got 300,000 for the rest of the year.
Oh, wow. And
Yeah.
how long is the gem show?
The gem show is, I can't remember, 3 or 6 weeks, somewhere around there.
Wow. Wow, that was good to learn.
Oh, I mean, the way I describe it is not better than the gem people. They would describe it a lot better.
Uh,
So
meaning that, well, is it more profitable to be in hotels or gems?
I don't know. Maybe it sounds like some of the gems were making more money than we did. I was like, wow, you bought it for how much? And you sold it for how much? Geez,
Right.
are you going to tell me? But they wouldn't tell me where they got it from. So
Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, so so you are also coming into Clearwater because you're going to be looking at something. Is that anything you can talk about at this point, or no?
Yeah, I always say like this one is it's because of not, this one's going to be about natural disasters more and how it's taking out rooms. So whatever rooms are available, they're going to be coming to wherever area where it's better. So where it's not been damaged by the natural disaster.
So tell us what you look for, Wayne.
I look for traffic and population. So the population, there's a healthy population, and then there's traffic. There's either 2 lanes or 3 lanes or each side, and then also a freeway.
Any
That
other
could be
economic drivers?
yes, freeways. So
But as far as like tourist area, do you like those or don't like those?
it doesn't really matter to us. The population and the traffic is really what's our demand generation. So we just need people to see our place.
Right. Yeah.
When they see our place, they'll want to stay.
Is there a minimum population that you shoot for?
150,000.
Oh, okay. And is there a certain brand you make your hotels?
No, there's no limit with these. Could be lower, middle, higher end. Whatever we can find where we can find meat on the bone, that's fine.
So do you tend to keep the same name or do you rebrand the site?
Yeah, we probably rebrand. Rebranding is probably cheaper.
Okay. Do you ever come across franchises that you have to buy out?
Yes.
Any
Sometimes
particular
they'll
ones?
have. Sorry, say again.
Any particular ones that you look for?
No. We're really wanting the location and the number of rooms. So if we find that one there and it hits our price, we don't really care what the brand is.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, how many hotels have you been involved with since you pivoted from flipping and from your other things to doing hotels?
I've done 3 of them.
Okay. Well, you're right. We were talking before we started recording. There's certainly a lot of people in the multifamily space that are looking at hotels. I always, when I'm driving past them, I think of you, Wayne, every time I'm driving past, especially small ones, because we've been to several events and we've talked several times now and whatnot as well. And there's a few that I keep thinking I need to go in but you can't just walk in the lobby and find the owner, obviously, on most of these, right? One of them is like a
you
budget.
might be able to on some of the certain times, especially if they're losing money, they'll be there.
Oh, really? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's a good sign if you find the owner there. That means they couldn't make enough money to hire staff.
That's true. That's funny. Well, so and what kind of a price range per room are you usually looking at if you're in that population that you're wanting? Is there an average you can quote?
Um, it's at least 25% to 50% of whatever the other price of the rooms are in the given city. So it's a discount. We're
So
looking for a
you're
discount.
so say, well, how do you approach pricing that? I'm not sure I'm following what you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, if you go into a city and it's going for, we'll use $100,000 a room, and that's expensive. So if we went in there, we'd want it for 25 or $50,000 per room.
Okay, and
So
you're comparing to the big hotels, or what are you comparing to?
any hotels,
Any hotels? Okay.
yeah, any hotels. So whatever sold at that time, we'll get into there, and it's different variables that we would go into. So if we get it for 100, but we can sell for 140, hey,
Yeah. Yeah, it's similar
200,
ratio almost. Well,
yeah.
but um, and what kind of expense ratios are you looking at? Because they're kind of heavy on the labor side, right?
Yeah, but usually on hotels, it can go anywhere from 50% to 65% of gross.
Okay. And your vacancy, what are you usually figuring there?
That we want to get into or that we finish with.
That you're doing on a pro forma.
We'll finish with somewhere around 75% or more.
Okay. So your pro formas are based on a 25% vacancy.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um, and the COVID, did that change your labor factor? I mean, are you doing more hands off where you don't have to do as much on the cleaning services?
Yeah, COVID actually helped us out. It helped out with labor because they didn't have to go in, the housekeepers didn't have to go into the rooms. So it
Right.
sped up their time of cleaning. So the customers would have to clean themselves and they would just drop off in the front. The trash would go on the front and here's your cleaning supplies and here's your towels. So kind of
And
helped us out
did
with the
your
labor.
price change? Your price probably did not change either, right?
Yeah, we went up a little bit.
You went up, okay, not down though. With it,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. And anything else that you would like to say to the audience or to ask your audience to recognize?
I just would like to say that these hotels are a housing solution. And because housing is so expensive now and people are looking to stay anywhere, especially during a natural disaster that's already furnished and you don't need a contract and you just keep paying. And then when you're done, you just get out and you'll be done with it instead of getting a deposit, waiting for it. And then there's these evictions that we don't have in hotels. So if you don't refuse to leave, we'll call the police. So there's no court to go to that's taking a month or 6 weeks or whatever, taking out that room. So
Yeah, yeah, that makes a big difference. And now, and talking a little bit more about that too, I think before the show you were saying you have extended stay situations. Do you encourage that by discounting if they stay longer?
we don't like to, but we'll try to figure a way to give you some kind of a discount to
Okay.
customer.
You do like the longer stay people?
Yes, sometimes. Most of the times I will do extended stay and sometimes we'll do just a regular stay. I mean, if you want to do extended stay, just pay the upfront fee of a week or a month or whatever. So if you want to pay for 7 days, there you go. That's your extended stay price. You
Yeah.
just
Okay.
yeah, you
Okay.
just guaranteed your room for a week. That's all it does for the time that you paid for.
And oh, and I didn't bring out that you said you've done some by joint venture, some by syndications, that kind of a thing. Is there um is there a kind of a educational component to having investors come on board to understand the nuances of hotels? Is that tricky?
It's just we syndicate the same as an apartment building. So, but we have the returns of a hotel, and then the holding time is 3 to 4 years. So I think that's probably the nuances of it.
Yeah.
We don't
And
have
when
a
you
holding
say
time that's so long.
and when you say the returns of a hotel, what are you looking at usually?
I would say 12 to 20%
Okay.
plus. That's
Okay.
what we're safe to say. So,
And what do you consider the returns on apartments?
um, I've heard anywhere from 8% to 11%.
Okay. Well, that's normally the cash on cash. I think, well, eight to 10 is cash on cash. Most of the apartments I'm dealing with anyway are upwards of 12% as well. They're 12 to 18 usually. So that part of it's similar, but the business model is very different, as you know. Um,
Right,
and your hotels are being operated as hotels. You're not converting them, right?
right. They stay as hotels.
Yeah, that's a big
We might
difference.
sell to an apartment person. So,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, very good. Well, thank you for coming on the show and sharing your knowledge there. Um, how could people reach you if they want to get in touch with you?
you can reach me at Wayne at Hotel Capital Inc.info. That's my email. And then also my website is hotelcapitalinc.info. That's how you can reach me. Thank you.
Very good.
All
Okay.
right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.